Hello everyone. Alright everyone, welcome. I'm playing Heliod Scales, and it's not blind I'm playing this, but Cowdy, who's one of the main watchers of the channel and watchers of my YouTube and everything, he has the Mana Trader series this week, and I didn't play for it. I don't know, I just didn't feel like playing it so much, so I actually didn't get art. So I'm gonna play basically his exact list, and oh, this should be Eidolon of Rhetoric. That's what we're trying. Yeah, we're trying this deck. Basically, the main changes there are is like one extra Celestial Purge. That's normally my Phyrexian Revoker slot. Whatever, I guess against the prowess decks is worthwhile. Then we're playing Hardened Scales for the combo decks, and also kind of slows down, like for example, Amulet Titan. I think this card could be, Amulet Titan that doesn't have Amulet. This card's pretty good. And any ramp deck, really, this card's pretty good because it kind of slows down the ramp. Rest of the deck, pretty much the same, just one Skyclave Apparition. This card has been pretty impressive, and yeah, just playing one extra on the main and one on the sideboard. 21 lands. I'm normally playing 20 lands and 2 Horizon Canopy because I'm a greedy boy. And I could see myself playing one turn Timber, Symbiosis, but it's still like 30 ticks, right? So I don't really feel like it. Normally I don't play, I go a bit more greedy, I play an extra 3-drop, right? Because if we look like this, we only play 13 3-drops in this list. I normally cut a Noble, and I have either a second Skyclave Apparition or Eternal Witness or Kitchen Things or something like that I've tried, or Night of the Reliquary, Night of Autumn. But I think with Skyclave Apparition, we actually would rather have we would rather have the Skyclave Apparition than the Night of Autumn. Because basically the reason we're running Night of Autumn is to get rid of artifacts and stuff, and the Skyclave Apparition just hits more things, right? So sometimes the Night of Autumn will be kind of really medium when you draw it against a non-artifact deck. It will be like a 4-3 or it will gain you 4 life, which can be relevant, I guess. But sometimes also it will be there. Sometimes it will do nothing, right? So I think it's always kind of better to also get a 2-2 so it doesn't die to Lava Dart. I mean, yeah, just small things, small things. This hand is good. I have turn 3 Heliod, turn 4 Collected Company, and we are on the play, so that's very nice. When you have the choice, always start with the Wooded Foothills because they kind of look for plains. In this case, I'm gonna just look for a forest, and probably gonna look for the plains here, depending what they do. Okay, that's we're playing as a Reclaimer deck. Interesting. I think this hand is pretty good against them. Probably just gonna look for a. Just gonna look for a plains. We still have another. How do you say? Plant, so we can just look for Temple Garden if we want to. If we need more white or something. So yeah, normally you don't play so much interaction. Normally you just activate this guy turn 2. So yeah. We can gain infinite life right now, but I think I'd rather try to look for a Conclave Mentor and then gain infinite life and infinite damage, right? So we're just gonna go here. I just don't, on MTGO people will not concede a lot of the times from infinite life, so there's no point in playing for it. It's much better to just, you know, like we have double collected company even, so yeah, we just pass. And of course it's very good. We can look for second planes, but most likely I'm gonna look for a Temple Garden here. This shock, ooh, interesting. So I guess they're gonna sack the forest, get flagstones, or maybe look for Blast Zone or something. I mean, this is strong, of course, but it's not like the best play ever. This play is much stronger when you actually have the flagstones. Playing against Hostetor 87. So yeah, so basically they're holding up mana to do the flagstone things again, which will run them to 5 mana to be fair, which is very strong. I am gonna look for a Temple Garden here, just in case it would. If they path this in response, we can tap the forest and so do we get prayed? Ah yeah, it's their play, right? So after. So we will go like this, we untap here. I also like untapping here, so there's no shenanigans that can happen. I have not prosperity yet, so we're gonna collect the company. Mentor and Conclave and Captain of Eos is what we want. Yeah, so we're gonna say always yield, say yes. I'm gonna get a Ballista just because it ends the game as well, right? Now, if they have a path to exile, they can path this guy in response. The 5 mana. We also just play the Spike Feeder. I'm just gonna play this. Okay. They sack their captain and they path this is kind of bad, so yeah. We remove a counter. Now they kind of hard press. Even if they path, okay, I don't think they know how this works. Because this land's coming on top, so that's the power of the deck. Turn 4 kill. Comfortable turn 4 kill, let's say. So let's look for, yeah. You can look for any land, but there's really no land that saves them right now. Unless there's some weird land I don't know about. I think they may look for like a Valakut, but that's just not gonna do it. We say always yield, then we say save targets here. And yeah, we're just gonna go do this. Of course, just trying to get this to deal a lot of damage to us. We're gonna do a few times this. We don't need to do a lot. They are at 17, so then we're gonna turn off auto yields, move counter, just put it here, yield, and save targets. Oops, I don't think I have the save targets in play. Okay, then. So I'm gonna make this a little lower than I wanted to. So save targets, always yield. I mean, I think opponent doesn't see that our creatures are actually glowing, which is not. So maybe they're waiting for us to mess up, but no messing up will happen. And yeah, turn 4 kill, quite comfortable against. I would say not the greatest matchup. Just good. Probably, okay, probably paths are good. Dromoka's command is great because it kills the, probably is also, this is also good. You know, killing Dryads sounds reasonable. Archon of Emeria. Each player can cast more than one spell each turn on basic land your opponent controls and the battlefield tapped. That's strong. I think that's pretty strong. I don't know, let's try it. I haven't really not tried this. Then they path. Okay, so cards that are not that good. Both the Scavenging Ooze and Auriok Champion are kind of and then we can cast Walking Ballista. This matchup is a lot about speed, so maybe the Noble Hierarch is good, the Hardened Scales is good. Do they play a Gravity Skate? I don't think so. I think the Giver may be a bit derp in this matchup. 25 creatures, I don't want to card any other creature. I'm gonna cut a path. I don't want to ram them per se. This path is only for Titans and for Dryads, so. But maybe I should bring in, I don't know. I'm supposed to have only one Archon. But also we have the Skyclave Apparition to deal with the Dryad, right? So that's also pretty good. Turn 2 Skyclave hitting a Reclaimer sounds also good. I know they wanted. See, that's why I didn't go for the infinite life straight away. They just decided to keep on playing. Like when we started gaining life, they just look for a second Balakut to, they know that you can actually not gain infinite life in Magic, right? Like Magic Online. So we're on the draw. This hand is fine because we're on the draw and we have 21 lands, in fact. So I actually keep this. We have Heliod. We have a Collected Company. We have a good turn to play, even if we don't draw a land. So kind of. That's another Reclaimer. It's a good start. It's a good start. Okay, that's a second. They do play Ghost Quarter, so we gotta be careful with that. First, I gotta look for a Temple, but I think sometimes it comes down a lot to life as well. I just want to draw a land, hopefully. Okay, that's a perfect start for them, basically. They just do it right now. I guess they're like, I'm not gonna react to anything you do, right? So. That's very strong because it rams to 3 lands right now, and next they'll look probably for another Flagstones and do the same next turn, I would imagine. Of course, they can look for a Ghost Quarter, but it will be tapped. I think I'm just gonna hope against hope that I draw another land. It's a bit risky to play Utopia Sprawl here because the Ghost Quarter will be. But actually, Ghost Quarter kind of. I'm gonna do it. It only sucks if they have Ghost Quarter in hand, specifically. If they have to look for it, it doesn't suck. That's why you shouldn't do it like this, but. Those. So. It's because I would like to collect a company turn after, right? This is the way to do it. So if they find of course we could be the withdrawal land. It's a Dryad, I guess. Dryad into 2 land drops. That's very strong as well. Fatal Passage. Wow. Interesting. So they can look for Balakut now, which is pretty scary. Ooh, 4 mana. Yeah, I don't think they kill us next turn, right? So we're just gonna collect the company end of turn. I mean, they want to pop this now so they can activate. Oh no, they can just tap them. Wow, this is really strong. We could die if they have Titan, but other than that, we're fine. I think they can tap them. Yeah, they will tap them and tap and kill the Flagstones. Get themselves a Valakut. Not many people watching today. We could get Balakut or Ghost Quarter. Now they're Balakuting us, shooting us. I mean, I guess we can always collect the company type for Spike Feeder. I think that was the highest upside play to play this. They didn't even look for Ghost Quarter, so they have 1, 2 triggers. They can tap, get another Balakut. That will be 2 triggers. That's So they have 2 more triggers, right? And they can also look for... That's actually kind of badly played in my opinion. They should just look for another Valakut with a Reclaimer. There's 0 cards in hand, so they can tap. They have 1, 2 triggers, and they can look for another Valakut. I guess they can do it in instant speed, right? So we cannot that. Yeah, we're there actually, because they can pop, and look for another land, but they actually misplayed. I should have maybe done this end of turn. Yeah, now they have three taps. Yeah. That's the strength of a Reclaimer. Blackstones, they had like a perfect hand. But they could have looked for the second Valakut straight away, I guess. Archon, does that really stop them? I think. Why the raise this matchup, you know, it's all about who can set up faster. I mean, probably should have collected company at the end of their turn and tried to gain infinite life that way. Okay, this hand is fine. Good turn to play with Conclave Mentor and Noble Hierarch, and then we have a Walking Ballista, and then if we draw anything good, then we can... I'm just gonna look for forest here. Not interested in drawing too many more lands. This is the highest upside play if we happen to draw a Utopia Sprawl. Yep. Yeah, I can play this right. Make this Conclave Mentor. So next turn we can play this for x equals 2 and shoot this down. It will be a 3/3. Also rather good, but I think I'd rather save this for a Dryad next turn. I don't think they block. We start attacking. We get exalted. Trigger. Okay, let's just do it now. Okay, that means that gives me no doubt whether I want to shoot it or not. We're gonna save this for Dryad. Cool. Is there any line that dies now? But we gotta shoot it down before it becomes big. Now we're in the collected company Heliod waiting room. So if they have Dryad, which they do, we're gonna Skyclave Apparition. It's so strong, man. They ramp so heavy. And they can Titan next turn. I think I'd rather... I have 5 mana, so I can play this and save a path. I guess I can just do... Agree. And a Spike Feeder next turn, so we're just gonna exile this bad boy. Of course I get a 3/3, but I mean, they also need to use a line. Okay, they can path it in response. But if they path it now, it's the worst. They shouldn't path it now. They should let it resolve first. Oh, they path a Ballista. Do I want to land? Or do I value more a point of damage? I think a land comes a long way. Yeah, 1 point of damage is not. I like how. Yeah, so basically now we just need to dodge a disaster, basically, something really strong. Okay. Opponent doesn't have anything. We could play Spike Feeder and move a counter. We have 6 mana. So we can click Spike Feeder, move a counter, and make this a 4/4. Maybe they have interaction, right? I mean, they must be. But I really want to kill them fast, so... That's bad. I don't want to put it here because if they path it, it's bad. Okay, we attack for 6. Next turn they're facing lethal. I mean, it's 2 extra points of damage, which is the difference between a turn clock. I guess I have another path. Sure. I mean, this is only a 3/3, so it's not the end of the world. This could have been a disaster. Maybe block, maybe don't. Just take it like champions. That's 7. Yeah, it's a good idea. But I don't think they can really deal with a Noble. So actually, I know this is kind of what you're supposed to do, but yeah, Radiant Fountain. If they have a Titan here, it sucks. Okay, they don't. We have lethal this turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah no, if I path this thing, they get a. If I path this thing, they get a. What is that called? A zombie. No point. Maybe we draw Heliod, right? Who knows? Not the Dream top deck. I mean, if they don't have a path, we could attack with this guy and this guy. If they block here, we could attack with all of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So we can move 2 counters. And that will be 5 damage, so it's 4. What would you do? Would you attack with... I would probably attack with Conclave Mentor and Spike Feeder. And if they block the Conclave Mentor... they go down to 1, in fact. So attack with these 2. Yeah, I can make big dudes. So I could also play a second Spike Feeder. So I put this here, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. That means I can play a Spike Feeder and move 2 counters. Okay, we're gonna do that. Oh my god, you just opened my eyes to some different universe of next level plays, man. I never thought about putting the counters on the Spike Feeder itself. So now we attack with these two. We could also attack with this guy, but would that make any difference? Not really, right? And then we can hold on the path, yeah. They block there. So I can move 1 counter, 2 counters. So I can move 1 counter, that will be a 4/4, 1 counter, that will be a 6/6. So this works like this? That's kind of crazy. I never thought about this. So we're gonna do the right thing now, and okay. So they take 4, they lose the illusion. Yeah, I could have done that. That would have been 2 more damage, right? Or 1 more damage. So basically here they need to draw land to make zombies. Okay, they have Titan now. I don't think they can generate enough blockers, right? I think we pass the Titan when the trigger is on the stack. So they don't get to trigger this twice. Yeah, that would have been better to move 1. Actually, maybe move both of them. So they get, this would have been bigger. So they're going to 1 trigger, and they will get 2 more triggers. Maybe that's just enough to win. Of course, we have many draws that kind of win the game on the spot. They can look for Field of Ruin and Vesuva, I guess, and make 1, 2, 3, 4, like a ton. Yeah, 6 zones. Man, what a card feel over that. Well, we don't have any flyer, I think. So yeah, I think it's like the problem is we cannot really attack, right? Because they can just block. We have 7 blockers and we have 5 attackers. I think we just play this and wait for a Heliod Collected Company or something like that. We don't have a lot of cards, man. We should just, if we draw, if they don't top deck a Titan right here, and they cannot get, this is in Giant, yeah. So they actually can cast a Titan on a Media's Call. I guess at the end of the play, I can actually move counters and do some shenanigans to grow our Spike Feeders. Damn it, man. We are so close. So, okay, that's a Grazer. Cool. Land. Okay, they don't have lands. They have 3 cards that are unknown, so I'm guessing some removal as well. I don't think they attack, and attacking doesn't really do anything. So I can... Apparition. And if this was how to say it, if this was the beauty of the tension, this is actually gonna hit tokens, so I'm just gonna hold this on. Yeah, it makes sense, right, to grow the dorks as well. Now we can do that. Ooh. Explore, okay. That's a double. Made it crack it even. Still have 12 minutes, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So why would they make it pay like this? I mean, we need to make a. Oh, okay. Now it's not worth it to move them around. So, damn it, man. Very well top decks. Okay, we'll just wait, I guess. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana, so we actually could get a. If we drew a Ballista, we only have 1 left in the deck though. If we drew a Ballista, we could win. So they're gonna make 3 more zombies, yeah. They're gonna make. It's funny that they're playing the lands instead of holding them for if they cut in case they draw the riot. So. Okay, that's a big attack. Are we dead? No. This is 14, 14, 18. I don't want to really lose the Noble Hierarch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we could lose the Noble Hierarch and it would be fine. Actually, we can move the counters here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So this 14, 16. So we put the counters here. I mean, it's the same. Yeah. I'm gonna gain some life. I don't think it makes much sense to move this. Actually, yeah, it's the same, right? To move them and gaining life. So come on, baby. I don't think we have many more turns left, so I gotta fetch and hope. Oh, is that? Ooh, Heliod. Okay, now it's infinitely life, so green. There are 4 blockers right now. So they have 4 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Can move a counter or here. I guess we had a. I'll probably move them here, right? I mean, they have another one. It kind of sucks, but do they want to play an apparition to kill this? Probably not. I mean, we can really kill them right with 3 attackers. They have 4 blockers. Even if we play the apparition, they still have 3 attackers. So if they have another removal spell, we're just dead because we don't have a way to. No, I can gain infinite life. I don't need to have lifelink. I can just gain 1,000 life. if they kill this, we're dead anyway. So if the last card is like a path to exile or something, just that. The offensive GG, so I guess they have the path. Okay. G-mates. Or the AVs with him, whatever. Yeah, I didn't feel so good here. I think that's the reason I like playing like more cards than do stuff, you know. I know this is kind of being results oriented, but having like, let's say one less land and one less Noble Hierarch and having like more gas here, sometimes it's the difference between winning and losing, I feel, in these matchups. I mean, this was actually kind of rough that we didn't draw a single one of these 12 cards, I guess. And Skyclave was not that great in this matchup. Didn't feel that useful. It was fine, but not amazing, right? So maybe I should actually Skyclave the Elvis Reclaimer. This hand is like the classic thing. It's like, is this a good enough hand to keep? And I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Depending on the matchup, it is. No Lurus. I mean, he has a nice curve, right? Auriok Champion, Conclave Mentor, Heliod. I guess we can keep it. We're on the draw. Maybe we're in against Tron and then it's kind of bad. Yeah, I was a bit... The... One second, sorry. Opponent is thinking, so... Sec. Yeah, so... Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we were really like one top deck away from winning. Like, if we had drawn a Collected Company like 2 or 3 turns earlier, or that's what I was also trying the Ladambris call. Eternal Wind is also, you know, kind of just getting back something that has died. Even though they were at path to exile, so that was not the best. Opponent is really, really thinking about this decision. Jesus. Yeah, the fact that they had, of course, it was obvious that they something they had to have because they were not playing lands, they were not playing Titans, so they had to have interaction. Maybe blocking with the. We had the third spike feeder. Actually, that was a misplay. Now that I think about it, if we had not played the third spike feeder, if we had not like sacked the third spike feeder, and instead we just sacked the Noble Hierarch. Okay, opponent decided to keep. Then we would have been actually in a good shape because then we could. Okay, that's a thought series. I'm glad I didn't. There's a lot of. I guess they can take. I guess I'll take this. I just realized also we have the combo in hand. So if I didn't sack the spike feeder there and I just gained enough life with the other spike feeders, then we actually could have won. We just play the spike feeder, make it like gain a ton of life, then they cannot really beat us. Oh, they take the Heliod. Interesting. Wow. So we pass the turn. No one play is kind of bad, but I think we're playing against Death Shadow. And I'd rather play the Auriok Champion. I know it sucks kind of life wise, but so next turn we can get either the Spike Feeder, probably the Spike Feeder. Do they have a counter spell? Wow. Oh, this is a growth spiral, right? What are they playing? Did they shock themselves? Yeah, they did actually. Wow. So that's a Goif. We gain 1 life. Shock again, that's a Death Shadow. Playing extremely fast for the 3 minutes. Yes. Guess we can play Giver and Conclave Mentor and Spike Feeder next turn. And then hope to draw a Collected Company. I mean, they have 2 cards only in hand, so always yes, always yield. So this can block the Death Shadow, and then we can next turn we can start blocking the Terminal with the Giver runes, so good. I'm not gonna block this. All the blocks look awful. Yeah, drawing on land for the Collected Company would be amazing, and then I would like stop hating on the having 23 lands. Actually, we did draw it. I'm gonna pass. We're gonna telegraph that we have a Collected Company, but it makes them play a bit weird, right? So Giver can protect. So if they use a removal spell here, they can still have a Stubborn Denial, right? So we can also play Scooze and start eating stuff next turn. If we don't, but I think the Collected Company is just a higher end play. We could eat the sorcery and the creature, and there will be this will become very small. Opponent thinking. It's a thinking Death Shadow player. It's not any kind of Death Shadow player. Actually, we could make the Goif very, very small. If we eat both the Inquisition. So I'm thinking if I want to play the Collected Company or not. I mean, we could draw maybe another land next turn. I think the Collected Company is a fine play. They untap. No land, sure. So if they attack, we're gonna Collected Company. Maybe have a Stubborn Denial, that would suck, but they have it all. They have it all. Maybe then it was better to play the. So here and here. Them having it all is not fun. Maybe I should just play the Screws first and then. So, oh yes, oh yield. So, creature, there's only a creature and an enchantment here, which is this thing, so we're gonna eat it. And there's the sorcery. There's only 1 sorcery, so we can also eat that. We can also just wait, right? These are 3-4 right now. I'll probably wait and eat later. Maybe they cycle a Steed Wraith and. So my blocks are gonna be Scavenging Ooze and Tarmogoyf, Auriok Champion here, Conclave Mentor here, give protection to black. 2 cards in hand by opponent. Didn't really file a push or anything, so I don't think they have a lot of interaction. If they try to interact, you can always give it a rune, so they need to attack first. And yeah, this basically, the Schism of Kozilek is the only sorcery. This will be a 2-3. Then they can be eaten by the Skoos. And then next turn we can actually eat the Tarmogoyf, so we gain life. And then they're dead. If they attack and I don't have any interaction to hold us back with the Giver. And I'm super impressed with Giver runes. Like, I was playing it yesterday in the mono white deck, and it just felt so good. Like, it's just so good, the card. I mean, what I was thinking is that deck, well, opponent is tanking, which I don't know how this deck actually beats Tron. I don't see any card here that beats Tron at all, so maybe just comboing them. I was thinking, like, how do we beat Tron? So I guess we need to find room for 3 Damping Spheres. I'm just gonna put them now before I forget. We need to find spot for a Damping Sphere here. Maybe the Aura of Silence and the... God, this is kind of bad. This is better than that, because we can violate in. Just think it's so slow. Maybe we try one of those as well. Probably, it just seems so slow, this card. I think that maybe we don't need 3 ley lines of the Sanctity. I'll probably do something like this. I mean, just basically looking at this deck, it just falls to Tron, right? So, and we don't want to fall to Tron. So yeah, opponent is in a bit of a pickle situation here. Of course, countering the company was kind of bad for us, but very little we could do about it. This is the most popular way of playing the Shadow, I think, now, the 4-color. They play Tarmogoyf, Death Shadow, and they don't play Snapcaster Mage, I think. They play... what's the name of that card? Oh, that's a Mishra's Bauble that grows the Tarmogoyf. Are they taking us? Okay, they don't attack. So we're gonna eat this. Now we can eat the sorcery and the instants. We could also play the Spike Feeder and eat it. We could also draw a Heliod, right? Heliod would be very nice. We also have enough devotion to just make it a creature. Opponent on the tank. Weak tanking by opponent. The reason I hate this is sometimes they play Lurus. Okay, this is just not that great of a draw. I guess we can just play Arbor Elf. We can play the Spike Feeder as well. You can still eat the sorcery, right? So just gonna... don't really have creatures to eat, but I mean we can make some cute plays with Spike Feeder. They're at 8. Is there another creature? I don't know. So I guess they will draw right now. Be surprised if they don't. Sure. So they are at 6 right now. 3 cards in hand. We still have the Giver Runes, which is MVP in this matchup. Traverse. So search the library for how many card types? Yo, mate, you're not doing this. I'm gonna eat the rate, and then they can only look for a basic land. And they win. Okay, they were like thinking, will this guy be an idiot? No. No. So I think removal is kind of good. Why would you take only 3 of them? I mean, this doesn't make any sense. I think this is also kind of good. It eats the Death Shadows. And this, of course, is very good. I think we can cut a Ballista. So I think the Noble Hierarch can go. Hardened Scales can go. Some amount of this can go. All of this was good. 29 creatures, so we have 27. I think a certain amount of Arbor Elves. Problem is they just die, right? And they feel bad, especially on the draw. If they go like something like turn 2 Shadow Push or something like that, you're not happy. Maybe we don't need so much removal, like so. Do you actually guys bring so much removal against them? I mean, it just feels like a bit too much. Maybe we could cut a land on the draw, and that land is gonna be basic now. I don't think Celestial Purge is that worth it. It only really hits the. I mean, I know the shadows are a big part of the whole thing, right? But I also don't want to be spending 2 mana on a removal spell on this matchup, I think. I have 25 creatures, which is barely enough for Collect the Company. But I think Collect the Company, if they don't have the Stubborn Denial. So it could be that they take the Stubborn Denials out, and then they're sad. If we play Collect the Company, and they could be keeping the Stubborn Denials to counter our paths, which would be bad. Huh. They didn't have the most explosive hand, but they had a threat turn 2. But yeah, Scavenging Ooze just came in strong here, guys. He was strong. So yeah, so basically, if you hit the Traverse the Undead Wall, they only have 4 cards of 40 creature types in their deck. So I hit the. Basically, I hit the dude. Oh, I mean, this hand is fine. Even if they discard this, we still have Arbor Elf. So, and you don't really want to mulligan versus them. They're mulliganing. I just feel that this 4-color Death Shadow just wants to do a bit too much. They want to have like Tarmogoyf, and they want to have like Death Shadow and Stubborn Denials and the Mobile Rage. I feel like it's a bit too much, you know. I also like Path versus them because I think they only play like 2 basics, so. Well, that's the Inquisition, I mean, or Thoughts. That's what it is, you know. They take the Sprawl, not a good sign. We actually do need to look for a Temple Garden. I mean, we could still draw a land and be in fine shape. Opponent has slot for 6 minutes longer than us. They could have Tarmogoyf. Could have Fire Push. That's why I cut some of the Arbor Elves. Okay, now they're Inquisition. They could actually play Death Shadow turn 2, which is really strong. We don't draw land. I don't really love our chances. I only have 2 cards left in hand, right? I will draw a card with Mish as well. So they take the Mentor. They have Fire Push. It's gonna sucks. Then they leave us like 1 land. But you know, we could do another. So they go to 10. Is it Death Shadow or is it Fire Push? Death Shadow. So that's good, drawing a forest. We could play the Ooze. I think playing the Ooze and eating something is kind of the way to go. I'm gonna wait to it because maybe they cast a Traverse and they have 1, 2, 3. So if they cycle a Street Raid or something, maybe I wanna eat that. Can't really block this, unfortunately. Calling its command would be rather brutal. If, yeah, that's something I didn't play around. If they have Colligan's command here, we are in deep trouble, I think, but I think we need to eat our own dude. If they have Colligan's command, like, oh no, they don't. Oof. Oof, guys. No more creatures to eat, which is a bit of a pity. I think the card we want to play Spike Feeder. Mentor plus eating could be good. So Mentor, we block with the Elf. We untap. We untap it. Yeah. That sounds actually a pretty good idea. What is this there? Does it say here? Doesn't say it anymore. Come on, model. Be consistent. So, opponent tanking again. Quite the Death Shadow tanker. Yeah, this deck is good, but yeah, I mean, I'm loving the deck. I think it's great, but yeah. I think you have to play it a bit more greedy. You have to be a bit more like. I really like that there are no winners and collected company interaction, the fact that you can get it back and stuff. So, how are you guys? Say hi in chat. Raise your hands. Clap your hands. I don't know. Do a backflip. Damn. You can't, don't do it though. Don't resupply for this. Of course I don't want to attack, but I think my plan here is we will block with the Arbor Elf and tap a land. Of course, if they have Temor Battle Rage, we sort of that, right? Because it will be a. Yeah, I don't want to attack because I don't want to take more damage. So my idea is to block with Arbor Elf and tap a land. The Arbor Elf dies. I eat the Arbor Elf. They can put themselves to 4. If they have a. Okay, if they have the more Battle Rage, so they can put themselves to 4. This will be a 9/9. The more Battle Rage, it's 18. Even if I block with everything, we just die. Right? 3, 5, 6. We die. Maybe I should have played the Spike Feeder. But we're gonna do this instead, so we say, okay. Is they afraid of Path to Exile? They do shock. Yeah, they have the more Battle Rage. They do. Damn son. Yeah, sometimes they just have it. I think this is fine. The Arbor Elf. I think this is like what I would play. Fighting is not good. The scales is like eh. Veil is great. Just think. I mean, if I go down to so little, to so few creatures, it's not working. Okay, this is a good hand. Of course, they can disrupt it, but. Just think that, you know, if you go down to 24 creatures and you collect a company, chances are you're actually gonna miss. So they keep 7. Let's see if they don't start with a... They check themselves. They don't like it, or they're just pretending they don't like it. Maybe we're gonna do it anyway. Either thoughts is me here. Okay, so I don't see... So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put ourselves a temple garden. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of those dudes. Because we're gonna draw lines here at some point. I don't want to go down on life, and I think maybe planes is more useful. If they push it, we get to life, which is not the end of the world. They just thought to scour themselves. Dismember. 0. We don't gain life because they had a dismember. We gain, in fact, -1 life. Now they drew it. They got it all. They'll take the Heliod most likely. If they play a... Oh man. We hold on the path. The double... The removal into double... Well, it's kind of rough. But at least we can hold on path. Next time we have 3 mana. I was getting excited for a second. I was like, oh, they're not casting anything. Goyf. I kind of have to path this. 6/7, and I have the mana, right? So I don't want to lose my mana. I know they're doing it on purpose. They have other threats, but I kind of need to play the Auriok Champion. At this point, I can already play the... Do I want to grow their shadows? Man, I cut to 2 Arbor Elves and we drew them. So maybe they have another Tarmogoyf, looks like, or... Gurus of the Dream then, bro. And they have a bubble. Okay. I'll choose. This cannot be blocking these though, so it's kind of nice. This bubble and this Lurus may run out of the game with the game. Oh man. One more land, boys. One more land and we're golden. Do I want to tag with this Auriok Champion? Put them at 7. It doesn't seem to that they have Death Shadow right now. I'll attack. I know it doesn't make sense, but yeah, I just need to be... You don't have another removal spell, I mean discard spell, and we get to draw the... It was good that we exiled that Heliod, if not they could have kept getting it back. But this sort of card advantage is almost super impossible. They only play 1 Lurus normally this version. So that's a land, they shock. Tabla. Okay, okay man, we are in agreement on this. Just again to life, not the end of the world. Oh, they are even attack with this guy. The problem is that if you have a Storm Denial, they can, unless we draw land, they can counter it anyway. I shouldn't let them draw with a bubble. Ah, that could be costly actually. Shouldn't have let them draw with a bubble. I don't know if they have it, but if they don't. Ah, they have it. Oh, they have Ethergast, okay. Not that they're drawing 2 cards a turn, it's just... Yeah, I need to do it before they draw with bubble. I was also, I guess, hoping to draw land, but of course we're not gonna draw land this time around. Okay, wait, they will draw with bubble this time. That shadow. Brutal, man. But I mean, they're just drawing so many cards, right? It's just hard to keep up. Green Flare. Yeah, but if they swing with Lurus, yeah, I guess we could. Yeah. I don't think they want to swing with Lurus anymore though, because then they can't really cast the. So yeah, we have the Collected Company. I'm guessing they're gonna draw a card right now. They drew like 3 cards of these Lurus already, 4 cards now. So and they knew every time we were drawing. Yeah, it was not a good play to attack with the Auriok Champion. I should just block here, I guess. They check themselves, which is interesting. They use black as well, so... I has trample, right? Oops. Sure what we... That was my bad. I'm playing badly. Just feel everything is going badly. Yeah, I should block with both, of course. I don't know what they put in the graveyard. It'd be nice if it told you, but Plague Engineer. Wow, they put Plague Engineer in the graveyard. What did they draw that they want to put Plague Engineer in the graveyard? Very scary. So they draw yet another card. I think Giver is good as well. Right. I put the 2 cards on the top, okay. I think I'll double block this guy, man. But the other, they have 5 cards in hand. I can't do anything this game. I need to draw land and cast Collected Company and make it resolve, and then we have a chance. Oh. We keep doing this thing. Maybe we could deck them there. 29 cards. I guess they have like very few lands left. Okay. No land. I know I got a long guys, but it's turn 9 and we haven't drawn a single land. I mean, if I draw a Heliod, it becomes a creature, but I mean, for sure, they have a way to kill this, right? So. I guess we can play both of these next turn. Get a couple more life. We can recast the Death Shadow with Lurus. That's something, I guess. Even Pattern don't do it, but yeah. I mean, for sure they have removal, right? So. What would I path? I probably would path the Tarmogoyf, Wave, in fact. I just should path the Lurus. Let's try to path the Lurus. At least they stop drawing 3 cards a turn. Oh boy. Man, imagine we drew a 4th land this game. Actually, if we draw Heliod, we have a good shot at this game. The reason I path I mean, they may have no battle rage. Maybe they'll just. So if they have to more battle rage here, that's 12, 18. We're not dead, so yeah. Just. How many cards do they look for? Okay, now they have Cling to Dust. It allows them to draw cards as well. Dude, I'm just gonna do it. No Storm Denial, please. What do? Scavenging Ooze or Ranger-Captain? any order. Yeah, I don't really want to win with the clock though. I guess I'm just gonna put, we have 4 counters, right? I'm gonna put them here. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 here, see what they do. Yeah, but these also turned, the Heliod was already turned on. About to draw Ballista, thank you. Yeah, I have much more time than his. If I attack, I don't kill him, and then on the swing back they can kill me, so... I guess I'm not gonna sack this. I'm gonna sack this only, they have this member for this. Okay. Being live on the edge upon... I guess I can cling to that something, draw a card. Oh, and they can still have a dismember for this, but hopefully not. I could have made one of them a 4/4 to block this guy, but I think I will be blocking the Death Shadows anyway. Yeah, but untapping with that guy seems reasonable, I think. So we go here, here, here. If they have the tomorrow already, I think we're there anyway. I mean, of course they drew 1/3 of the deck, but... So I think that's enough. Just enough, actually. Yeah, I blocked properly like the first time. No, we were just there anyway. Rough. Not even the best. Yeah, I mean, we took just way too long to draw 4th land. I mean, took forever. I mean, they drew a billion cards with Lurus. Just so many. They had drawn 2/3 of their deck at the end of that game. And we were almost on it, right? So I guess that's the power of the deck. I've lost almost all the games lately against Death Shadow. I always feel they get me. We're in the 0-2 bracket, so there was nothing we could do there now. Hello, Rudy. Ah, yeah, I remember you, the Redhead McRedhead. What the fuck? Oh no, against Meal. Ugh. No, man. I'm having a rough time here, being beaten. If I lose this game, I'm gonna drop from this league. But it is a 0-3 as well. God damn it. It's 3 cards, right? Yes, next turn we can Captain and then Auriok Champion, Conclave Mentor. Just need to kill them fast. I don't really know what they play. I've seen a lot of streamers play against this. A lot, like with the one streamer I follow. This Fablouche. Oh. Also, I guess my win percentage has gonna be down since I have not found a single prowess opponent in like very long time. So now they just me 7 cards already. Bro. I guess we just need to get the most amount of power into it. MTG had a moment there, boys. I'm just gonna play the captain now. Yes, probably look for a ballista before they mill them all. Next turn we can mentor probably, and then go from there. They have Ashok main deck. Too strong, I guess. That's where you want to fetch, I guess, straight away. I mean, yeah, does it make sense? They actually play some kind of removal. Yes, I always yield to you. So far, no Heliod are gone, and 2 collected companies are gone. We're gonna double spell next turn anyway. You got it, man. You got my singleton Hardened Scales. I think the Conclave Mentor actually is a faster clock. Is it though? You got me, opponent, man. You got me. Let's untap and see. Mill 3 more cards. So let's think what is faster clock actually. Conclave Mentor, Scavenging Ooze. Then next turn Ballista. Actually, probably Conclave Mentor, Scavenging Ooze. Next turn Conclave Mentor. Eat stuff with the Ballista is the way to go. Eat stuff with it, and it's the way to go. Mill me, bro. I'm gonna hit them with the captain. Maybe. Ah, so funny, opponent. So we are at 30 cards. Who's last turn? Play Mentor, E2. Yeah, maybe that was a way. Holy shit. We may be in deep trouble, boys. Oh, you also have the fetch land. Ow. This kind of sucks, actually. We're gone. Now we'll have actually a massive ooze. I'm gonna eat my... Dude. This Ooze is hungry for other Oozes. Too bad that this was not a forest. Spike Feeder. This is it. 8, 10, 11. No. I think we're pretty dead, boys. 1. They're at 1. Problem is we had 5, so 5 cards, so almost anything they do kills us. Actually, we just by just untapping with that, right? Beautiful. This suck. We were untapping and dying anyway from the mesmerizing orb. There was nothing to be done there. Do you like paths against this stuff? If I sack captain, it's okay. I have 5 cards left in my deck. So my turn, untap, die from the mesmerizing orb. We were hella dead. Well, this card. So non-basic land, your opponent controls on the battlefield dead. I mean, I could have sacked the captain as a good reminder.